check. 1, 2. This is the Chu Down Show with Chuy Gomez. Chuy Gomez.
Get started, shall we?
Going down here in Concord, California is what's going down, man. My man D-Wrek made it all the way down here to hang out with us today.
What's happening?
Man, definitely a pleasure having you sit down with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Yes.
me. Yeah.
Now, we know that you are, well, we, the people, the real people that know you, know that you're from the Bay Area.
Absolutely.
A lot of folks don't know you from the Bay Area, huh?
Nah, because I moved to LA early. I left in 92. So I was a grown man, but I left in 92 because I was like, I want to be on TV. I want to be on Beverly Hills 90210, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I wanted to do TV.
Oh, you knew that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
So I bounced. And but I mean, my whole family's out here, so I've always been back and forth, and I've always represented the Bay. So, you know.
Which is hard not to do when you got that ingrained in you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you went out there to LA, you said you wanted to do that. What were your steps that you took to get noticed or to follow your dream?
The first thing I did, I started doing extra work. You know, I started doing extra work. I was with like Central Casting and Cinex Casting, and I would do background work on Beverly Hills 90210 and different sitcoms and things like that. Like Dream On, that was on HBO. And okay, the vittles are here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Woo!
Man, here we go. And then thank you. And then I just started going to wherever you know, you get flyers and stuff like that, and you would meet people like down on Melrose, and I would go to dance studios. I used to dance and stuff like that too. So dance for different artists and things like that, and just kind of getting in the mix.
So if I go back and look at an old episode of something, where do you think you had the most impactful cameo in a show or in a segment of any particular thing?
Back in the night, I would say Living Single.
Living Single?
Living Single, yeah.
Did
So
you
I had
get a
an
speaking
afro.
role? Or
No.
you just stuck out?
Yeah, no, I stuck out because I had an afro. I used to make sure that I stuck out because I had a big afro, and I used to wear a pick in my, you know, the pick fist.
Uh-huh.
I used to wear that. So if you see any of those episodes of the Flavor Unit Office, and you'll see a skinny black dude with a big afro and a pick, that's me.
See, and that's funny because, you know, sometimes when you come up and you start seeing actors and then you see them on a show and you're like, where did I see him before? And then
Yeah.
it clicks and you're like, oh, damn, that's where I seen him. I seen him on Living Single.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It was bomb. It was bomb.
Yeah, you're going to hit that. I want you to hit that, man, because ain't nothing like Kendra's here, and I'm surprised you ain't never been considering the truth from out here.
Yeah. Well,
So let's talk about that also as well, because once you left, like in '92, and was in LA, and you started doing anything, did you want to do screenwriting, or you just wanted to be an actor?
I just wanted to be an actor, and I wanted to do music because I was doing music before I even left here. You know, I was working with, remember Ben B. Hard from Richmond, my homeboy JJ Rocks from Richmond, rest in peace. And you know, Chaz Hayes, legendary manager out of the Bay. So I got with Chaz and Ben B. Hard and all them cats back in like 87.
I was going to say, that was about 87, 88, because Ben B. Hard was going hard on KSOL.
Yeah, KSOL and KMEL.
Right, but I was in KSOL.
Oh, that's right.
I started KSOL, then I went over to Wild, and then I went over to KML eventually.
Yeah.
But it was funny watching Baby Heart come down the hallways.
Yeah, because Love Mate and Special was going hard. Yeah, so I was doing that, and then Ben was like, I was Ben's hype man. So Ben was like, man, you can rap, man. Why don't you rap? So I started writing raps and started doing shows and stuff. And then there was a dude named Diamond D. He was signed to Quality Records, I think it was.
D Diamond D?
No. This white guy named Diamond D.
Because there's Diamond D, the producer from the East Coast.
Yeah,
that was
the dude. Yeah. Diamond D. He graduated from Vallejo High.
Okay.
And so I became his hype man. And then that's when I started doing big shows. And then I was like, I met some cats, you know, backstage and stuff, and they was like, we gotta live in LA, but they was from different parts of the country. And I was like, I want to move to LA. And I always wanted to be in TV. So I was 22 years old and I got up out of there.
Well, that's dope though. So you were rapping, you were dancing, you was doing some extra work. And then, you know, so at that point when you did all that, let's fast forward to Wildin' Out. So Wildin' Out, you get put on, or how did that Wildin' Out situation come about?
So Wildin' Out. So Nick is like my little brother. I met Nick when he was 16, and we created Wildin' Out when he was like 24. So we had already had a working relationship, and he was actually renting one of my rooms from me in my apartment, and we were, talking crazy to each other, just like sigging on each other, or whatever.
Snapping.
And then and he was like, "Man, this could be a show." I said, "What could be a show?" He was like, "This right, what we doing?" We was watching like music videos. He never would wash his dishes. He would always, just a little messy kid, and I'm always like yelling at him, telling him to clean up after himself and stuff like that. And he was like, why would I do that if you gonna do it anyway?
Right.
That kind of thing. And then we was just clowning each other, and he came up with the idea of Wildin' Out, and then we just developed. It just like turned into what it is now from my living room in 2004.
Also, you weren't just a DJ on the show. You actually helped create the actual...
I'm the co-host of the show. I'm the only person. Nick and I are the only people that did not audition for that show.
Wow. Okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, that's our show.
Here. Oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the big check over there.
Well, I get something.
And so now here you are, and you did the show, and you guys have done several seasons, and you guys travel the country doing shows from city to city and stuff like that. How exciting is it to go from city to city and see how many people follow the show? Because it's got a cult following.
It's the best. It's the best. First of all, I love touring. I love being on a tour bus. I love just seeing the country. I sit up in the front with the bus driver. It'd be me and the bus driver like this, middle of Montana, just driving. And but then, sometimes I'll step outside after I've set up everything and the show's getting ready to start, and the line is all the way around the corner and stuff like that. And you see the name and lights, and you see your name, all the pictures and stuff like that on the marquees. It's a crazy feeling to know that we've pretty much been to every state that like we were in Madison Square Garden, our name all over the place, and it started off in my living room. That's crazy to me.
So with that being said, folks, if you're out there tuned in and you think that your idea is silly, it's not going to go nowhere, these dudes are over there cracking mama jokes at each other, watching TV, and decided, let's make a show out of this. Right?
Absolutely.
You never know where that inspiration is going to come from. So never let a dream slide because you don't think it's good enough. It might just be good enough.
Dream big all the time.
Right? And so where do you want to take this, and what do you want to do next? Do you want to actually write like for movies, or you want to write for sitcoms? What you want to do with this?
I'm writing the script right now. Yeah, because to me, the most important thing in show business is intellectual property and ownership. So once you and just writing quality stuff, it's so easy now to just put anything out because we got our phones and stuff like
Tubi's out there for you.
Tubi's out there too. It's hard to get stuff on Tubi now though, because Tubi be playing that quality stuff now.
Oh, do they now?
But I just want to write good stuff, keep creating, putting good content out there, and just keep it going. You know what I'm saying, and make enough money to support my family.
At the end of the day, that's what we all want to do. I want to take care of our seeds. We've had the seeds. Now you got to watch them grow, flourish, and flower, and
got to keep watering them,
right, and make them happen. So now let's talk about you DJing. Did you always DJ? I know you said you were rapping and stuff, and you was doing music thing. Did you always DJ?
So DJing is one of the things I did. I didn't move to LA to become a DJ. I could DJ because I was a B-boy. So I could pop, I could break. I did all the B-boy things except graffiti. And so I had I knew my homeboy, Mark, he bought some turntables back in '86 and used to let me practice on his turntables. My boy Rick Gossett up in Vallejo, he let me mess around on his turntables. So I was always familiar with it. And then me and Mark used to DJ high school parties in the late 80s. And then because I had that background, when Nick and I had the deal over at Jive, and we're touring with B2K and all over the country and stuff like that, I could scratch and do all that stuff. I had that background, so when Nick was like, because the label really didn't want to mess with me. He was their investment, but Nick needed me. He needed a DJ, so he's like, "Yo, can you DJ?" I said, "Yeah," and so I hopped on the turntables, and that's when I became D-Wrek. And then when Wildin' Out happened, I'm really the co-host of the show, but it's a hip hop show. So I'm the co-host that's behind the turntables that scratches in the breaks and stuff like that, and DJs and stuff like that. But it's not, I didn't set out in the industry to become a DJ.
So we're talking, you and, you say he was your little brother, talking about Nick Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you meet him? You met him here in the Bay, or you met him out there in LA?
No, I met him in LA. I was introduced to Nick by, you know who Kenan and Kel are?
Yeah.
From Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
I was introduced to Nick by Kel Mitchell. So, me and Kel were hanging out. Kel's like my little brother too. So, just in case y'all wondering, the reason why I have a Nickelodeon connection is because I worked in production on that show All That and the show Kenan and Kel and the movie Good Burger.
Get out of here.
So, I already had a relationship with Paramount and Nickelodeon and Kenan and Kel and that whole Nickelodeon family. And Nick was the new kid on the block. He used to do the audience warm up for the kids. So, because in the audience at All That and at Kenan and Kel, it's all kids, like Saturday Night Live for kids. So they had a young dude be the audience warm up guy, and that was Nick. And he was a cute little kid, and he just had all the charisma in the world. And they took a notice and their liking to him, and he just blew up.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy how this world works sometimes. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something I tell a lot of my folks. It's like funny because I've been doing TV and radio for so many years here in the Bay Area. But I tell folks, if you ever get the opportunity to walk through the doors of any situation, it's what you do when you get in those doors.
Absolutely.
Because you can walk in and sit and be a wallflower, or you can go in the network and make connections, and you never know who you met that can help you out or lead you to your next connection.
Yeah.
So I always tell folks, don't just be that flower on the wall, that insect on the wall. Mingle, shake some hands, make a new friend. Never know what that's gonna lead to.
Right. Even sitting here with you right now, you know what I'm saying? I've been listening to you since I was in high school on the radio. This is the legendary Chuy Gomez, like KSOL. If you're from the Bay and you from the Bay from back in the day,
right,
you know about KSOL. There was only two radio stations back in the day. It was only KSOL and KDIA. That was the original ones. Then KMEL came along, because KMEL used to be a rock station. And then, then Wild 10, what is it?
Wild 107, then became 194.9. Yeah.
So, this dude right here, to be sitting across from him, right? I'm telling you, all I used to do was listen to the radio. I'm sitting with the man right now.
It's life. It goes full circle sometimes.
Yeah.
From you sitting in your room listening to Chuy on your radio to hanging out, and you're doing your thing. It's definitely incredible.
Eating good vittles too.
Good vittles and kinders, bro. So you guys make a trip on down here. But yeah, I know you're a busy dude. I know you're out there making moves. Don't forget me for the little janitor part in your next movie.
I got you. I'm gonna be on these. Y'all come get yourself your own plate.
That's right.
This is mine.
Yo, D-Wrek, cut the beat.
He been watching. Shout out to Conceited.